What's new, crew? If you're new, my name's Cassandra. We are downstairs in food storage. It's been about 3 weeks since we've been down here starting this project, at least since I brought you guys along. Yesterday was Sunday, it was raining, we didn't really have a whole lot to do, so myself and my oldest daughter came down here, and you're gonna notice our can shelf is pretty much empty, minus the couple jars that I couldn't reach. My husband's gonna grab down for me, but we cleared this shelf off. We also cleared out this corner that was full of boxes that we still had from when we moved from Fort Drum back home. Cleared out that corner and moved our Sam's Club racks back here. Filled it up with all of our jars, and how amazing does it look? So she helped me do that, she helped me organize it and all the things. The plan for today is to clear off our store-bought item racks here. We have 1, 2, 3 shelves here that are just kind of full. There's a lot of just random, and it's really messy. So we're gonna take the time to clear this out today. The plan is to clear off all 3 of these shelves, put all 3 of the contents that are on these shelves hopefully onto this shelf that my husband built for me. That way, when my husband comes home, he can take down these 3 shelves. We don't like this shelving at all. We've slowly been replacing it. The previous owners of this house left it here when they moved out, so we've used it because it was here and we didn't have to like pay to put new shelving up. However, we want to replace it now. We've never really liked them. They're really breakable and kind of flimsy. There's not great shelving, at least not for what we use them for. So we want to get these taken down so that we can move the 2 freezers that we have in the basement over here where these shelvings are, because these are blocking outlets. There's like almost no outlets down here in the basement, so that's kind of the only other place they can go. So that is the plan. The reason I'm really hoping to get this done in the next couple of days is because this is where our freezers that are down here currently sit. I would really like to take this area here that we have. It's just storing extra drywall and stuff from us finishing the basement. I would really like to take this area and make it into a little bit of like a kid's living room or a kid's game room. Heading into winter here in Wisconsin, it gets super cold. We do activities outside throughout the winter, but on years where we have babies, it's not as often as years where we don't. We do have a baby this winter, so we're gonna be spending more time inside. That's just kind of the way it goes. So I wanna have a separate area for the kids to be able to pull out board games or be a little bit louder, which tends to happen in the winter, but not kind of like interrupt the baby if she's napping, or sometimes our big kids need time away from the babies. We can have them come down here and they can play. We can hook up like the Nintendo Switch that we have that we don't have hooked up right now. The kids can have a game room, a little place to sit. They're very excited about it, which is why my oldest daughter has been helping me move stuff around so willingly. So there's always projects going on. I'm just trying to make the absolute most out of the square footage of our house, because there are 7 of us who live here, and that's just a space that's not being utilized, not being used, and we could use the space, especially heading into winter. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm gonna start with this shelf here, try to clear it off, move things over, organize some things, and let's see where today takes us. This is where I'm at so far. I lined up all of the kids' lunchbox and snack for school things. I know there's a lot here, but this is gonna last a very long time. I bought a ton of it at the beginning of the school year because it was on sale from Sam's Club, and just bought a ton so that we could backstock it hopefully through like December-ish. But that way the kids can come down here, because they come down here every night to grab like one thing for their lunchbox, one thing for their snack for school if I don't have anything pre-made, and they can just kind of come through, go down the line with their lunchbox, throw in what they want, grab a juice at the end. I think this is gonna work really, really well. My plan now is to take some of my preservation equipment from down here and put it on the top of this shelf. That way on the bottom here, I'm hoping I can put, I need to refill my buckets. I have these here, and maybe I can grab some of those really large canned goods and put them down here as well. We're gonna see what happens, but I really want to clear off this shelf first, I think. That way I can pull it out right away, and maybe I can push this shelf over a little bit where this shelf is. I'm just trying to make as much progress with the least amount of work as I can, like smarter, not harder type of a thing. So let's pull out this preservation equipment and refill my buckets, because that'll make a huge dent in this and make a ton of room on the bottom here. Get this reorganized. I think that'll do me a whole lot of good. So let's start there. We got underneath cleared out. This little tote is full of anything that I find on sale that is like medical supplies, personal hygiene, deodorants, toothbrushes, toothpaste, lotions, soaps, all that stuff. Whenever I find it on sale, especially if I'm going through like TJ Maxx or something, or the Walmart clearance aisle, I'll buy it. My husband does the same thing. We just come home, put it in the little bin here, and it works really well. That way when the kids or whoever runs out of deodorant, soaps, lotions, conditioners, they need a new toothbrush, anything, we can just come down here and grab it. Really running low on paper towels, so I just threw those in here. So I only have 3 left. We're gonna need more toilet paper too. Once I get everything organized, I really want to come down here and do a little bit of a list before winter on what I need to stock up on. Winter and early spring is notorious in our area for having like week-long power outages. So I really want to make sure that I have everything we're going to need, food, supplies wise, all that stuff. And also it's layoff season for my husband. Work slows down. He notoriously will have, you know, at least a couple of weeks usually where he's not working. So to have a fully stocked food storage and household supplies and things like that, it takes the stress off of it, and we can just enjoy his time off and relax and, you know, a little R&R and things like that. So that's why all of this is so important, and it's really important to keep organized so that I know what I have and I'm not overlooking things that we really need, like the toilet paper, the paper towel, things like that. So it's good to get this off my plate. But I did clear this shelf off completely empty. I pulled it out. I tried to push that shelf, but it's too heavy with all the stuff on it. So I'm trying to clear some things off of it so that I can nudge it down a little bit. And then hopefully I'll be able to organize that shelf and our last shelf full of mostly like kitchen supplies and canned goods. So this is a box of crafts for the kids, mostly popsicle sticks and clothespins and stuff the kids use for crafts. But gotta clear this off, so let's see what we can do here. I'm kind of starting to wonder if I even need this shelf at all. So what I think I'm going to do is just take everything off of this shelf and put it onto the one behind me here, see what I can make fit, and hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. We are gonna purchase some more of those like wire racking from Sam's Club and replace all of these anyway. So I was really trying to figure out how to push this shelf, and I think I'm just overthinking it. So we're getting rid of them anyway. I just need to get things off of it, as many shelves as I can, so that Joe can take them down, and then we will pick up that racking from Sam's Club and have it here probably in the next month or so, and I'll just put everything back on the shelves and organize it really nice. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better, and sometimes projects have stages, and this is a project that definitely has stages, so let's not overthink it. So I'm just gonna clear this off, move it to that shelf, get it somewhat organized-ish, just so I can see what I have at least. We got this shelf cleared off other than a couple like trash pieces and some old jars and some vases. I think I'm ready to let go of these jars. I've had them for a long time, haven't found a use for them, so I think I will recycle those. I'll just move my vases and put them somewhere else. But we did get everything moved over here, so now I want to take a little bit of time just to organize things a little bit, like not crazy, but I need to take some mental notes on what I have and what I don't. And then probably in the next day or two, I'll come down here with a notebook and a pen and start figuring out what I need to add to my grocery list over the next couple of months to make sure that we're well stocked before the snow really hits. So let's go ahead and go through some things. I tried to put like things when I was putting them on the shelf, but this needed to be gone through anyways. So let's take just a second. I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes to organize this shelf a little bit, and then we're gonna be done for right now until Joe gets home. Joe will, like I said, take care of this shelf, take care of this shelf. I found some things I need to bring upstairs, and then Joe's gonna take care of all this trash that I have accumulated while going through the basement. that's not trash. I'm gonna bring that upstairs too. I'm gonna make some applesauce muffins for the kids for when they get home, and I wanted to use my really big muffin pan. So we're gonna bring that upstairs. I pulled out some lasagna noodles. We're gonna do lasagna for dinner tonight. Overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this. Some more things that need to get up on a shelf. These things, these are all old berry containers and seasoning containers that I keep and just refill with stuff from the orchard and our own homegrown herbs and stuff. Those just work so nice for that. And then some more bins we have to go through yet, but overall this area of the basement has come a long way in the last couple of days. That's looking good. Put some of our storage shelf items over there, which is great. I'm feeling really good with this, and I think this shelf actually works much better for storing large pieces of equipment than it did all of those canning jars. So I'm actually really happy with this school setup as well. I think the kids will really like this as well. Just really quickly, not perfect, but some peaches, bean and bacon soup, some cherries, evaporated milk, a couple tomato soups. We're definitely gonna need more of that. Plus a couple other random soups that I keep for like the flu maybe. I'm definitely gonna need more of those. Condiments, sweetened condensed milk. I use this to make homemade caramel all the time for like coffee creamers or frostings. We're definitely gonna need more of this heading into the holidays. Some mayo. I'm back to making homemade mayo now that we have extra eggs. A couple things of coconut milk. We don't use those very often. Beef broth, tomato paste, something I'm definitely gonna need more of. Beans, baked beans, some soup base, and maple syrup. This is just full of random like packaged items and things I don't want to kind of lose, so I put those there. Muffin mixes, Pedialites, those are really important heading into flu season. SpaghettiOs and little raviolis, we use those during the power outages a lot. These wide egg noodles, this is what we use for homemade chicken noodle soups through the winter. Some pastas and some orzo, canned corn. Don't have a lot of these because we canned our own corn this year. Canned mixed vegetables, canned pineapple, crushed, and what are those? Ringed pineapple, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, a little thing of Alfredo sauce, tuna, some cheese, which we don't use very often. And then this is all household products. So like, what is this? Dish soap, sponges, dishwasher tabs, trash bags, Clorox wipes, once again for flu season, plus all of the Ziploc bags we use for preserving, all different sizes, also for lunch boxes and things. We have extra saran wrap, extra tin foil down here, like pretty much everything that we could ever need is down here and have extras of. So I'm gonna call this for today, but darn does it feel good to have all this taken care of. We made great progress today. Plus when my husband comes home, he'll finish off this little bit here for me, and that'll make this a whole lot better. And then hopefully over the next couple days I can work on, or me and my husband can move those freezers over here, and that'll be fantastic. That'll be pretty much done at this point, minus when we order those new shelves, get those in here, and then we get to do it again. How fun, you guys, how fun. But hopefully by then maybe some of the construction equipment will be gone, and we can, it'll just be better. It'll be better and cleaner and a little bit more put together down here, but progress is slow sometimes, and that's just one of these things. We haven't pulled out stuff for dinner, which is great. Got all this taken care of, which is huge, and the baby napped the entire time, and my toddler was very happily just running around down here and doing her own thing. So how awesome is that? I love it when all of the stars align and things work out. So thank you guys so much for taking time to hang out with me down in food storage, making a little bit more progress every single day. I hope wherever you guys are, you're checking things off of your winter to-do list as well, because I know those lists, it seems like you cross one thing off and you add 2 more things to the bottom of the list. So I hope that you're making progress on your list too. I hope wherever you are, you're having a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys in another one. Bye.